Hello, welcome in Aventur Adventures in Lollygagging. We are playing Magnus Archives tonight, and Jeff has just officially put me on notice. I am apparently too sassy today. I've got 2 strikes left, or I've got 2 strikes already against me. I'm not quite sure. It could go either way. So we'll find out how this goes tonight. How are we doing all? Everyone doing good?
I was just thinking about what if baseball did strikes backwards? We're like counting down from 3 strikes down instead of counting up.
It's kind of the same math. You got 3 either way, right?
Yeah, let's operate with subtraction. That's gonna make everyone happy.
It's true. I don't like subtraction in most games. Also multiplication. If there's a tabletop RPG that requires you to start multiplying, yeah, there better be digital assets for it, because otherwise
Hey.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
look at what we're doing. Look at what we're doing with our digital
Yep.
assets. Look at us go.
I'm the same way.
All right. I did not prep any banter tonight. Well, I guess I don't normally prep any banter, anyways. As it seems so natural every time I do it. So let's just jump in. It's been a while since last session. We had to miss a week. But last time we played, we had the group spending the first hour or so of the session resting, trying to recover, get rid of some stress, recover some points. Lots of fun role play, a lot of creepy moments as Naveen found out that her friend may actually be in the darkest house, or the darkest house is just fucking with her yet again. It's hard to tell these days. Zander, of course, had another encounter with Gil Ravage, his paramour, who told him that one of his friends must die for them to leave the house. And he kind of waffled on that. He kind of said that he might be the one willing to die, but she didn't seem to like that answer and said that it must be someone else. So we'll see how that goes. The group then pushed forward into this long hallway that seemed like unfinished, like it was almost in between walls, in between rooms of the darkest house. You could see the wainscoting, the wooden panels, the slats on either side of the wall with plaster on the outside. There was one point where Emily heard voices coming from the other side, and they were almost calling at them like they were rats in the walls, scritching and scratching as they were moving. They continued through this long hallway until there was a drop in the floor, a pit that broke through the concrete floor. And initially they tried to move past it, but then Zander slid in accidentally, and he heard a child call out for Stephanie, which did ring a bell for you all, as you knew that a woman named Stephanie Johnson had gotten caught in this house years prior, and that her brother Rowan was also caught in this house potentially at one point. Lucian and Emily decided to go down that pit through a small tunnel where they reached this lair of sorts, where they found this creepy entity that they'd encountered once before, almost like a golem-esque humanoid, but it had a bird's skull for a head, and it was very much attached to the child. As they tried to talk the child away from the entity, it would not let go of the child. But when Lucian saw his moment where the entity moved away from the child, he shot it, killed it, and it fell dead to the ground. Lucian and Emily, they rushed forward to get the child, and as they were pulling the child away, this entity began to like melt into this sort of goo, and then it reformed in the ceiling above them, launching at them. That is where we left off. But as I like to do when we start a new session, we rewind a couple minutes. Frieda, Naveen, and Zander, you are still in this hallway. You have seen Lucian and Emily go down into this tunnel, and at this point you have nothing much to do but wait. What are you doing while you wait? What is preoccupying your time?
If I remember, wasn't there a rope that we tied around them?
Yeah.
Yes, you had a rope so that you could pull them back.
So having that just loosely hanging, ready to go. Just listening in, seeing what's happening.
So Zander, you're still down in the pit then, with that rope then. And Frieda and Naveen, you are up above. Zander, go ahead and give me an intellect save. This is going to be difficulty 4.
Okay. I have intellect, defense, and ability.
Makes it difficulty 5 for you.
I'll spend 3 from the pool.
All right, puts it back down to 4. Look
was
at
good.
that
19.
with a minor effect.
Hell yes.
Zander, as you're holding this rope loosely, feeding it as they go down this tunnel, you catch another scent in the air, the scent of sweat, like dusty sweat. And this is the same scent that you've been smelling for a while now as you look up and you see Frieda standing above, most likely intent and curious, looking down in the tunnel. Would that be fair, Frieda?
Definitely, yeah.
And Zander, that's when you hear softly behind your ear, "It'll feel so good when we kill her, won't it?"
It'll satisfy us both.
Yes, I'm so glad that you've turned around. It'll be like cake and candy, you and I. We'll kill her, we'll leave the house, and then the world will be ours.
Let's get out of here first.
Frieda, as you are looking down, intent, you see a shadow behind Zander. And then you see it move up, not climbing, almost levitating up, rising up, and it goes to the other side of the pit from you. It's only about 3 foot wide, this drop. And you see the eyes open up, these gold eyes. This is the same shadow that you saw in the library, the facade. I don't ever know how to pronounce that word. We talked about this last session and I still forgot. The same shadow that you saw before. You see the foot is tapping on the ground. And for the first time, you hear it speak. And it sounds very similar to your old boss, Shirley Harlock. "Take this." And the shadow, the arm, kind of pushes out with a closed fist. And it's directly over Zander's head at this point. And the fist opens. And inside, where before you could see through, it's a shadow, it's translucent, you could see right through. But inside, you see this sort of cloth pouch of sorts, like it's bundled up.
She's inherently curious, so she will take it to investigate what it is.
As you reach out and grab it, you realize that this isn't actually a pouch. This is just like a flat piece of fabric that's been bunched up. And as you put it in your hand, it kind of like flattens out and it unfolds a little bit. And you see inside something that you're very familiar with at this point because you spent the last hour or two cleaning off yourself. This is dust from that corpse that you found, the corpse that looked just like Zander. You see that there are bits that are like chunkier than others, but if you gently press against them, they disintegrate immediately. You just know with perfect certainty that that's exactly what this is. And as you look down at it, you hear again Shirley Harlock speaking from the shadow. "Put it on the creeper. She won't escape."
Okay.
And you say okay, and that shadow begins to slowly fade away.
And at this, like, she will carefully fold it back up so she doesn't lose any more of that dust. And then she'll tuck, because she's wearing business wear, so she'll tuck it within her breast pocket, kind of beneath her fancy little suit and tie action.
Naveen, what are you doing as they are both very preoccupied in their own worlds right now?
If there is more rope to hold beyond what Zander has, I am very much holding that as well, because the intent was to kind of provide backup to the Xeras as they went down. So my focus is very much on hearing what's coming from down there, like listening for activity. Like I am very focused on where the guys have gone.
At least someone's
sounds good.
taking this hold the rope thing seriously.
Let's call this an intellect check here, as you're trying to be aware of senses and everything like that. We'll say it's difficulty 3. There's not too much noise or anything like this, but it is difficult to see. It's very dark, and whether a noise will echo down is difficult as well to tell.
Okay. I don't know if discerning motive comes into. No, there's no person.
There's no person that you're really
No,
watching here.
No. But I am trained on intellect defense. Does that come into play at all?
This would not be defense right now. This is just a test.
Got it. Thank you. Sorry about that.
No worries.
8 beats difficulty 2.
All right. We said difficulty 3, so that is a
Yeah.
failure. As you are
Can
watching...
I ask for an XP and try again?
Is that did I completely forget? Yeah, you can re-roll with an XP. Yeah. Are you sure you want to though? It is only a small roll.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Okay.
Alright. 19
There we
minor
go.
effect. It's a good
You are
spend.
listening. Ever so faintly, you hear from down this tunnel, Lucian say, "You are right. I am a very strange person." And you hear that just like carry down the tunnel, as he sounds like he's trying to be diplomatic, trying to be calming to someone, trying to convince them.
Okay. I'll say to Zander quietly, like, Zander, did you hear that?
Didn't catch that. Do they need help? Do we need the ball?
Well, I mean, can you hold on to the rope and I'll go down and see?
I'll be here until they come out.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way to where
All right, and Naveen, as you start making your way down this tunnel, it doesn't actually take long before you hear something much, much louder than Lucian's voice carrying, as there are gunshots that begin to echo through these tunnels here. You hear bam, bam, bam.
Can I pick up my pace at that?
Yes, you can. Frieda, Zander, what are you two doing? Oh, look at that. We got professional quality sound effects here.
I mean, I know
Love it.
Lucian has the gun, and the fact that he had to fire has Frieda kind of freaking out. So she will like make the small jump down into the tunnel, and she'll kind of go rushing towards where she heard the gunshots come from.
All right. So it is a small tunnel, and you have to crawl to get through it. So you're not going to be able to like rush past Naveen or anything. There is going to be an order, but Naveen said she was already picking up her pace. You're right behind her. Zander, are you following as well?
I'll be here to pull in case someone needs to escape.
Okay, so you're staying on the rope, despite knowing that Frieda would be completely undefended as she's moving forward in front of you. You have that knife down. You see that there's blood dripping down from that sheath again. There'd be nothing to stop her. But you passed yourself.
Didn't I leave the knife in the room as well? That plan we all set up.
Oh, you did leave your knife. Yes, I'm sorry. I misunderstood that. I forgot that. I did not misunderstand. I'm sorry. I want to tip people, okay? Is this why you were telling me not to be sassy? Because you had stuff, you had a boo prepped? This is Seinfeld now. We got the laugh track going. Oh my goodness. It's like that Always Sunny episode where they decide to start a podcast and there's just sound effects over and over and over. Oh my goodness.
We've reached.
This is serious, damn it. That is the noise of Frieda and Naveen going down this tunnel. That doo. As Zander realizes he did not bring his knife. Lucian and Emily, we are cutting back to you. You have just rushed forward. You are in this cave, and it is easier to move around. It's higher. The ceiling is higher. It's not quite where you can fully stand, but you can be hunched over and move a lot faster. You've rushed over to this kid. You have him with you, and he is bawling at this point because of the gunshots, because of the creature dying. And then that's when you look up and you see that this creeper, this entity, is launching itself from the ceiling back onto you. This creature that you just saw die, it just dissolved and somehow reformed. I need both of you to give me speed tests as we are going into combat here. This is going to be difficulty 3.
Okay. It's just a straight. Let's see what I want to do.
Sorry, I clicked by accident.
No, it's all right. I'm going to ask for one for you in a minute, so it'll work out.
I have an edge and speed, so I'll spend 2 to lower it a little bit more.
Doing the same.
I don't have any skills. Oh.
All right, Emily, that is a fail for you. So you will be going after this creeper. How about you, Lucian?
Would perception perhaps apply?
I think
in this
perception would
situation?
apply here. Absolutely. It's dark and you're being aware of what's around you, for sure.
It's a 14.
All right, so that is a pass. So, Lucian, this creature is jumping off the ceiling. You notice it before it actually is able to launch. You get to take your action first. What are you doing?
So I just want to see if I understand the space. So Emily
It's
has
about
like
5 feet away from you at this point. It was like on
And
the
it's, like,
ceiling and it was
above.
like upside down and it was jumping towards you. So it's really, because it's the low ceiling, it's more in front of you than above, but it is above ground, if that makes sense.
but I'm more about like where Emily is and the boy is. Like Emily has the boy.
We didn't actually fully establish who had them. I assumed you both rushed to the child. So you could say
Yeah.
whoever you want to have the kid make sense here. Emily, would you
Okay.
have him or no?
Who is mightier of the two of us? I have 10.
You're much stronger.
You were mighty.
Okay. Oh,
Lutzin
Poop.
is like a tiny piece of straw. You'd see. A gust of wind could send him flying.
oh. Well, see, had I remembered that I had the kid, I would have spent an XP on the speed roll because I'm not just trying to protect me. I'm trying to
It's
protect the
fine.
kid. But
It is fine.
okay. So the more
I am going
the more
to.
interesting thing, I have the kid and I'm slow.
Okay.
I am going to roll onto my back and fire my gun into the air,
We're
shooting
done.
the creeper.
We're done with the Point Break. That was 4 weeks ago.
Are
Jeff.
we?
Nope.
I feel like it is actually quite applicable.
It is
here.
very applicable because the thing is on the roof. So it's actually,
You said it was coming down at me.
yeah.
All right, give
I
me a
shot
speed
it once. I
test.
shall shoot it again.
Difficulty 3
Oh,
here.
goodness. Okay. Good.
And as this thing is lunging towards you, you see that it does have like talon-like claws that allow it to like grip into the ceiling. And if they got you, it absolutely could shred you. But you notice that this creature moves fairly slow. It does not seem to be that quick or dexterous, despite these
Mhm.
mutations that it has.
Would my perception come in handy again?
I don't think it
Where's
necessarily would
Tony?
here.
Okay. I am going to then use my my Cypher, my squirm, which is an instant, to get an adrenaline jolt to ease the action I am taking by 3 steps. So
All right.
squirming around, I'll roll and I'll fire.
That's
And
an
I'll just
automatic
scream,
success. Then.
"Ah!"
Do you want to roll to see if you get a critical?
Sure, that sounds delightful. I did not, but I
did
rolled
not.
a
But-
Fufsig 15.
again, you roll and bam, bam, bam. Naveen, Frieda, Zander, you hear more gunshots echoing down this tunnel as this creature, you hit it center mass multiple times, and it was already like pushing itself off the ceiling, so it already had some forward momentum, and you just halted it with the gunshots, and it just falls down to the ground directly in front of you. And as it falls, it again, when it hits the ground much faster this time, it dissolves into this black goo and it disappears. But then a moment later, you hear clicking, 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 that same bird chirp chittering coming from the side of this cave now, just in a slightly different direction as it has reformed. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I would like to argue, though, that you say it was a moment later, and we are currently in timed initiative. So are you saying it is happening instantly?
I'm saying now it's happening much faster,
turn?
Yes.
Okay.
So on your turn,
not...
you still see it reform to the side. Yes.
Okay. That is bullshit. Okay. I have to take actions and rolls to do this, and it doesn't even lose a turn. Is it at least further away?
It is further away, yes.
And then I will just
These
say
are
to
supernatural
Emily,
entities here. These are not just regular people.
it is still a game. There should be rules and systems in place to allow people to affect it.
Oh, we went higher register.
He'll say to Emily, like, go, and like holding the opening so that she can drag the boy behind him, and he's not gonna leave.
And it begins on its turn. Then it is further away, so it's going to have to move up a bit, and you see that it is moving a bit more hesitantly. Whereas before it reformed and it immediately lunged, it almost seems a little bit more scared of you now because it's been shot by you twice at this point. And you don't see any wounds on it anymore. You don't see any scars or anything like that. But you get the feeling that it does have some sort of pain or a limit to its abilities as you've shot it twice and it is now much more wary of you. And you see that it tries to, we're going to call this... You said, Lucian, that you were kind of putting yourself between it and Emily?
Yes, I am interposing myself.
All right. So I'm kind of framing this that you guys are fairly close to a wall of a cavern because that's where the child was. So it's going to try and skirt around you, Lucian. Let's call this a speed defense roll as you are able to keep yourself in between the creature and Emily.
Okay. Would my gymnastics come into play here? I am able to contort
mobility
and move
makes sense
in such a way.
You do a cartwheel to keep it in between.
See, I was under the impression that we were like crawling and such.
You were crawling in the
you had
tunnel, but once you actually got to the cave, it became about 5 foot tall. So it's still not like comfortable to fully stand, but it is taller.
I see. Sorry, I'm just checking to see if there's anything else that could help me in this case. No, I do not think so. Okay. That is another 14.
14. It's rating 3, so you are still able to... It does a couple feints where it tries to like test your awareness, your mobility, as it like goes to the side and then it goes to the other side. And you're able to continually keep yourself in between. Perhaps one time it gets a little bit closer and you're able to kick it away, and it does not actually able to get past you. You do very much get the sense that it's trying to get past you. Whether it's to Emily or the child, not necessarily sure, but you know it was very defensive of that child. That was...
Stay. Stay.
That was its turn. Emily, it is your turn now.
So Emily's got this kid, so Emily is trying to kind of book it as quickly as she can back toward the tunnel area.
All right. So you have like scooped up this child that's screaming, and when the child realizes that you're pulling it away, no, I have to stay here. I have to wait for Stephanie. And he starts wiggling like crazy to try and get down. So you are going to be hindered on this as you're trying to get away. It would be a speed test to try and get back to the tunnel.
Okay. I have nothing that would come into play with that.
Again, it's a difficulty 3 to get away from this creature, and you're hindered because of the kid squirming, so that would make it 4.
Okay. I'm gonna spend another 2 speed. I roll a 17.
Look at that.
Nice.
All right, so 17, you're able to pick your moment where Lucian is playing interference. That moment maybe where he kicked the creature and it fell over a bit. That's when you start to bolt. And this kid is squirming and wiggling, but you've got a firm grip around his waist, and you're able to get over to the entrance of the tunnel. And you're able to see just a little bit down the tunnel is Naveen heading your way, following this rope that's been tied to you guys. That is the end of this round. We go to the top of the round. And we're going to bring in Naveen and Frieda into this fight as well, as they are now in this tunnel right there next to you. It is a bit of a bottleneck. You guys cannot move past each other in this tunnel. So however you guys want to navigate that, just think about it. But all 4 of you go ahead and roll speed. Naveen, we'll go ahead and use yours that you already got a successful speed test on this.
I'm also
so you don't need to roll again.
trained in initiative tasks with courageous. I don't know if that also.
Oh, so that means you would have gotten you would have been rolling against a 2 instead of a 3. But you passed anyway, so you're good.
Cool.
And Emily, when she saw them, kind of at the end of her last turn, like would have said, we must get back up. We must get back up.
Perfect. So Frieda, you failed yours. Emily and Lucian, give me your speed test again.
I'm gonna have to roll this straight. I'm running out of. Well, can I do a? No, I can't.
What was the difficulty? 3? Did you say?
3, yes.
I failed
I
again.
passed again.
All right, so Lucian and Naveen have passed. Emily and Frieda have failed. Naveen and Frieda, you see Emily right at the entrance to this tunnel holding a small child, maybe 5-6 years old. And you have definitely heard more gunshots as well. I think from where you are in the tunnels, you can't quite see Lucian yet, but you're pretty confident that he's in there based on the gunfire. So Lucian and Naveen, either of you can go in either order.
Did you have anything, Jeff?
No, you can go ahead. I'm reading something. I might do something. But
Okay.
you go ahead.
I'm gonna just move forward. When I see the kid and Emily has a kid, I'm grabbing the kid and moving back. I don't care who the kid is or anything, but like Emily's obviously trying to get them out.
It's like a
Emily,
fire
would you be
line
okay
at this
handing off
point.
the kid like that?
Yeah, it's
I would.
I'll get him
Yeah.
out. We have to get him out.
Yeah, and I would say Emily recognizes the constraints of the location, and just kind of warns like, "He's trying to get back for some reason. Hold on tight."
So, can I try and like remove the hindrance by using my persuasion to which I'm trained in to basically, if I heard the name Stephanie, I'd like to say we're gonna get you back there so we can go back and look for Stephanie, okay? But we have to get you out first. And then we're gonna go back.
She said she was coming back for me here. She's gonna come for me here.
We're gonna. That's why I have to get you out so I can go back and wait for her.
Give me this persuasion. It will be intellect. I'm gonna say difficulty 5 because this kid is being somewhat.
Yeah,
you're a stranger and he doesn't know what's going on.
for sure. So I'm trained in intellect, and I'm happy to spend my 1 intellect point for encourage if that can be used. to ease the task?
That's for intellect defense. So you are
Okay.
doing a skill roll right here. So it does not apply for intellect defense here.
Can I spend int points then?
Yes, you have an edge
Okay.
of 1 in intellect,
I
so
do.
it costs 2 points to ease it to make it difficulty 4.
Okay. So it's difficulty 4, and I'm trained in persuasion.
So trained in persuasion means that it would become difficulty 3 then.
Sweet.
Yeah, Emily did not try to talk to the kid because she has
That's
an inability.
That's a 2.
That is a 2. All right. So this kid is just wiggling like crazy. No, I need to stay. And with that, he like kicks you and is like literally trying to hammer you. He's a child. He can't really do any serious damage.
Yeah.
You're going to have bruises, but you're not going to be like taking an injury level from
Yeah.
this. So if you want to get him down the tunnel, I'm going to say because you failed, it's actually going to be even more difficult at this point. So it's
Makes
going to be hindered
sense.
twice.
That makes
So it'll
sense.
be speed test 5 to get back down this tunnel.
Okay. Let me just give me 1 second. Let me see if I have any ciphers that might be left. I don't. Speed 5. So I'll spend
5. So you're looking for
2
a 15 or
points.
better.
Yeah, I'll spend 2 points on speed because I have an edge in that as well.
All right.
And-
So that's difficulty 4 then.
Oh, sorry, I clicked twice. I had 6 on the first one. 6. So I failed.
Oh. I actually didn't see the first one, and I was about to congratulate you for succeeding.
Oh,
so
no,
thank you for being honest.
I just
Uh,
clicked twice back. So
So we'll say that as you start going down this tunnel, this is where it gets very narrow. And this kid just latches on to the side. And he just has like that death grip where he's just pulling on, no, and just screaming no. And that he needs to stay for Stephanie. And you're not able to get him in. You're worried about hurting him as much as anything.
Yeah.
And you're just not able to get him to let go yet. Every time you like pry one of his fingers off, he moves his hand to a different spot and so on. Lucian, what are you doing here? As this creeper is very much still next to you and looking to go towards Emily and Naveen.
Is there anything in the immediate area that I might use to block the path back?
There is all sorts of like refuse and trash and bits and junk, but you don't necessarily see anything extremely large. Give me a D100 actually. We'll say over 50 you find something, under 50 you don't.
It's 100.
Oh, what do you want to find with 100?
I would like to find a door that takes us out of the house.
All right, so you find this door that is on the ground. It's a piece of junk. It's broken, but it's very much large enough to block that entire tunnel if you want.
Yes, I do. I would like to do that. Be like, where did this door come from? This place is so strange, so odd.
And then I'm going to try to take it and block him.
Like, stay or I shall shoot you again. I have no quarrel with you as long as you do not follow us.
And then I will like whoosh, bring the
All right.
thing in front of us.
Let's call this a might check. We're going to say difficulty 3 to move it around. No matter what, you're going to be successful here. But if you do well, I'm going to give it hindrances when it tries to get past you. Because it is beyond the point of reason right now.
Okay. When was it ever at a point of reason?
When it offered you the chance to get out of the house.
No, it didn't. Don't
It showed
lie.
you a window
That's
with a
not what
light.
it did.
That was
Yes,
fresh
and
air.
it didn't actually communicate.
You're saying
in
you
a
can't
way
trust
that
this
is-
thing?
I'm saying you can't trust anyone in here. Like, it's just like, Yada, 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 Stephen. Oh, what happened? Oh, you pissed off Ashley. Look what you did.
It's not the first time.
She got sick
He
of
has
it.
rage quit so many times on me before.
What are you doing to my brother?
I am spending some stuff for might to
All
lower
right.
that.
17.
All right, so it was difficulty 3, so you're doing much better. We're going to give it 2 hindrances then, because you did 2 difficulty above, which is actually
Yes.
just boost for you guys, because I don't roll.
My go-go agit arms. Remember, I have slightly longer
Yes,
arms.
yes.
Something like that. So I straight put them over. You can
So-
see all 3 of my muscles in perfect tautness.
We'll say that as you get closer to the entrance of this tunnel, the ceiling gets a little bit lower as well, and you're able to wedge this door into like the corner of this cave. And the creeper has only like a 1-foot window between the top of this door and the top of the ceiling that it could possibly try to swipe or move through. Emily and Naveen, you're kind of being crushed here, as well as like the press of people are pushing in, because this door is like blocking a little bit. You're all in very, very tight quarters here, elbow to elbow. But it is now this creeper's turn, and it will attempt to try and break through this door. Lucian, this is going to be might defense, but I'm giving it the hindrances. It's only going to be difficulty 1 here, as this creature is just slashing at the door. It would be difficulty 3 otherwise. You're getting 2 boosts because you did so well preparing it and making the barricade.
I would argue that my gymnastics comes into play. You continually talk about how tight the cortex is, and contortionism is a form, you might argue, of gymnastics. And I am, as we have established in the fiction, quite small.
This is more about strength rather than contortion, being able to hold the
it
door
though?
in place.
Is it though? Or is
And
it
yes,
about
I know
proper
gymnasts are
positioning?
strong, but
Oh,
I'm going to say gymnastics does not help on
certainly
this one.
is not. Okay, if you want to deny the fiction, that is fine. I still got it. The 9.
All you had to do was roll a 3 or better, and you say I'm sassy.
I have like 5 might at the moment, man. If you know, this thing
too.
cheats, doesn't follow by the rules. I shoot it twice, and literally nothing happens.
I do
Bang,
not
bang.
cheat at GM.
Okay, I might as well sort of just said, "You are stunned." Go ahead.
This thing is slashing with its claws at the door. There's one moment where it almost gets an arm up, but you're able to push the door up, and you kind of like jam its hand against the ceiling, and it's pinned, and you see the talons like reaching out as best it can before it's able to pull it back in, and then it begins its attack at the door once more, all the while chittering, that clicking getting louder and kind of echoing through, but you are buying yourselves quite a bit of time here. That is its turn. That brings us to Frieda and Emily. What are you two doing in either order?
Well, it sounds like I'm still trapped in the tunnel.
You are, and in a way, you're actually blocking other people from getting through the tunnel.
Yeah. I have the creeper dust that I'm trying to get through there.
So we've said that Naveen is trying to get the child in. She is sort of like at the entrance, though, so I would say that at that point you could squeeze past, but then you're still just going to be right next to Emily and Lucian, who are like literally shoulder to shoulder at this point. It's like 4 people and a kid in like a 4 square foot area.
Okay.
I feel like it's where like somebody has to kind of be like, you go low and I'll go high, and like one person's trying
Exactly.
to like tiptoe over and one person's trying to like crawl underneath so you can like make it work.
Like an Obama fan or something?
Emily,
They go low.
Since you're already there, do you want the creeper dust to try and?
She
put
has
on-
no
on-
idea what that is.
Yeah, I mean, Frieda would have to explain it. But this is me asking Emily and trying to not take away her agency, or Melissa.
Yeah, I mean, if if there is a way for Naveen to continue the fight with the child back up, and we can just stay in the order that we're in.
Continue to do is to free up
like Emily
everybody
passes
else.
child to Naveen, Frieda passes dust back to Emily, and we make this work with the physical positioning we have.
All right, so Frieda, what are you saying to Emily here?
I found an item, and it's dust from that corpse, and it's just Elvis, excuse yourself.
It's Elvis?
Everyone is sassy today.
My dog was
Oh my
losing his shit
God.
before we went live,
Is this the
but
type
he's
of game I
okay
foster?
now.
Yes.
He's giving me a migraine with love. I found this item. Just something's telling me if you get this on that monster, it'll stop it from being able to leave.
Who am I to argue? Sure, I'll
Please.
take it.
And
Yes.
yeah, and then if I can assist with the child, perhaps
We'll count. I'm gonna say because you're giving the dust to Emily, if you're assisting someone, it would have to be Emily, as
Okay.
you're communicating with her.
Sure, yeah, we'll do that then.
Okay.
Imagine like Naveen is sort of down on the ground trying to like hold this
Xander's right
kid.
here. Presumably, he's not
Emily-
gonna kill me.
Like Emily
Maybe.
and Frieda are like tiptoeing up over like Naveen and the kid. Like, here, I've got it. Give it to me. Red.
This kid is still screaming bloody murder, by the way, screaming about Stephanie, how he can't
Yeah.
leave, and so on.
Yeah.
Every now and then someone gets a random kick. The kid's not wearing shoes, so that helps a little bit, but still, kids are bony. It's not going to feel good in the morning. Emily, Frieda, did you have anything else you wanted to do on your turn then?
I think that's all I really can do because
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
no movement or anything.
Emily, you are very packed. You have a ragged cloth full of corpse dust. What are you doing?
Lucian, your sister has said that we need to throw this corpse dust onto that creature. Can you like open
That
the door?
sounds wonderful, but
slightly?
I'm trying to keep it from clawing me to death. There is a bit of room up there towards the top.
Okay. I can do this. And so she wants to like jump up.
Maybe
and, like,
that's my assistance as I boost Emily
No.
up.
Jeff's gonna come in and wave off Melissa's idea because she started off by saying she's going to jump, and that we all know
Right into the ceiling.
is not a good idea.
That's why I said because I'm assisting anyways. So perhaps my assist is I boost you.
It's like 4.5 foot up here, so any sort of boost, she's gonna be hitting her head. And then Emily's jumping anyways. So roll for a concussion. All right, Emily, you're getting the assist from Frieda. I will say though, if you're attempting to like throw this dust over the door, you've only got one chance. Like, there's no way to save some of it or anything like that.
Yes.
So it would be a speed test here.
Okay.
Difficulty 3, lowered down to 2 because of Frieda.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna. I'm getting so low. I'll spend the 2 speed. Puts me down to 2 speed left. To drop it down to difficulty 1.
1.
Okay. Yay! 18.
Nice.
18. You guys get so nervous for no reason. You're rolling so hot.
Well, you're like, you get one shot at this, and I'm like, well, okay, that's kind of what I would screw things up. So I suppose I should spend the resources.
What does this look like, Emily, as you're dropping dust on it?
So there's just we're in tight quarters. It's not great light. Naveen is like crouched down with this like kicking, screaming child, and Frieda and I are trying to like tippy-toe our way up and over and like boost, and Lucian's like trying to hold the door, and there's like a little kind of gap on top, and she just tries to like have it in one hand and like literally like puts her hand on the other one so that if she jumps up too high, she's not gonna like conk herself directly on like the ceiling of this thing. And that is entirely ungraceful, but what she does.
Like rub your tummy and pat your head at the same time. Is that
Just
what's
like-
going on?
Throw, jump.
I run serious games, everybody. This is not a comedy game. This is Magnus Archives. You are all scared right now. You just don't know it.
You've reached the point when you're like so tired that you're just like punchy.
Giddy. Yeah.
This is where we are so tired.
Everyone is so tired of my campaign that they have just gotten punchy.
We have been
No.
awake
No,
for
all right,
God knows how
Melissa,
long.
I know you don't like me. I know you don't
the-
like me. It's fine.
That's different than not liking the campaign.
I'm gonna take away Jeff's soundboard. Emily, you get the corpse dust on this creature, and the chittering stops for a moment, and the barrage also stops for a moment. And perhaps you peer over, you see this creeper like batting at its own skull, trying to get some of this dust off, and then it begins chittering again, and then launches itself forward one more time. We're at the end of the round. We're at another round. Everyone gives speed tests again to see how you do on this round.
Okay.
Frieda has failed. Lucian has passes. Emily passes. Naveen passes with a minor effect. So who wants to go first here?
Courageous.
Yeah, you do.
I'll go first, and I continue to try and get out.
I'll say with this minor effect, you can say that his fingers slip and he's no longer holding on to the wall there.
Hell yes. Okay.
All right. With that, that's like the last thing able to keep him there. Frieda has kind of moved around you already. We'll say that you are heading down the tunnel towards Zander. You are crawling, and you have this kid like on your side, so it's a slow go. But he's not able to really grab anything anymore to hinder you at this point.
Awesome. I'm
All right,
making my way as quickly as I can, and that's my whole turn.
It's as quick as you can, but it's
Yeah.
not quick.
Yeah,
How about that?
yeah.
Emily or Lucian, which one of you wants to go?
I guess I should probably go first since I'm in the way of Lucian trying to retreat back into the tunnel. Speed check for me, I would suppose. If I'm
Are
trying
you
to get
going back into the tunnel as well? Then is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. We won't require a speed check here because you've got nothing really stopping you. You can only go as fast as Naveen, though.
Okay.
So again, you're crawling behind there, and that leaves us with Lucian, who's holding onto this door. The creeper has started barraging, attacking the door once more.
So the dust did not do anything.
It seemed to not like it. How about that?
But it's still attacking the door.
It is still attacking, yes.
Okay.
Jeff, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Naveen had given you her, like, that figurine before. I have no idea, like, what that does mechanically, but it like,
it gives me
boosts
an
something.
edge on every roll.
Okay.
It doesn't boost anything. It gives me an edge. I
Okay.
still have to
Okay.
would have to spend stuff.
Thanks. I couldn't remember what
yeah.
it did. I knew it did something.
Jeff, what did that figurine look like again? I forget.
God
Looked
damn
like
it.
a middle-aged, smiling woman.
Okay, but you're not looking at it right now, so we'll see.
I am not. Jeff is not. It is 3 inches tall, though. It's like an action figure. It's got removable arms.
What are you doing, Lucian?
Okay.
He is questioning his sister's sanity because she was so certain that this corpse dust of Elvis was going to do something to this creature. Clearly, it didn't. Hearing the fact that there are still people trying to escape the tunnel and he is kind of the only sort of blockage, he wants to kind of contort himself like a gymnast and keep the one side of his body like pinning the door, and then with his other he wants to pull out a spray can and then in through like the spot that Emily, he wants to spray down and see if he can spray in its eyes so it cannot see or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I'm all for this. I think this would count as a speed test.
Yes, I know. Everything is a fucking speed test.
It's not technically a melee attack, but it kind of could be.
Actually,
I would.
have
I don't want to argue for
16 in
might.
intellect. I never roll intellect. It's fascinating. Curious.
I'm going to tap into the ceramic figure, I guess.
Yeah, that's a
so that
passive
gives-
ability. So every time you
Yeah.
you do effort, you get that bonus.
Yeah, so I'm going to be able to get one. So I already have an edge and speed. With that, I have 2. So this means that I can spend 1 to get a. And I just realized, by the way, that's every. That's every. roll.
Hell
Holy crap.
yes.
Okay, so then.
There's no downside.
So
to
what was
this.
it? What was the total difficulty?
3 on this guy. So spending effort puts it down to 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'd argue your performance would help because you know how to use a spray can very well.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
I go, it is a 4, which is just barely enough because the 2 would bring it down to difficulty 1.
Hell
It's a
yes.
4.
Nice.
4. Yeah.
So you grab this spray can and you are just emptying the can on over it. You know that there's a few times where you're probably missing, but you're able to pull it back to readjust because you can only aim so well. And this bone skull is just turning black, and like rivulets of paint are running down it now. They're like going into all the different nooks and crannies, the jaw of it. You still hear chittering, but there's also like a sputtering of sorts that's happening as like the chittering is like moving through these rivulets of paint. All right. That was the 3 of you who passed. That brings us to the creeper. I'm going to need another might defense roll from Jeff here to hold on to this door. If you fail, the door is going to start to break.
I
and
would argue.
It's eased because
perhaps
it can't see.
because Exactly. Thank you.
Sorry, I was
okay.
already thinking it. I forgot to say it.
Okay. Yes. So, what is the total difficulty?
3 east to 2.
Okay.
Again, this is a very simple monster I'm throwing at you guys. I don't know why you're having so much trouble here. It should be dead by now.
See, it's when you say things like this that you rile me. And you get, otherwise, it would be fine. But I shot this thing twice, and literally nothing happened. I took my turn, spent points, did all sorts of things, and nothing happened.
Nothing that you saw happened.
Oh, that's a whole yes. That's a success with a 10.
Hey.
Hell yes.
Sit down. Sit down, you stupid creature.
It is still slashing at this door. You can feel that the door is starting to weaken, but there's a point where you notice an opening, and you just thrust this door forward, and you like slam against the skull of the creeper, and it bounces back, giving you a slight reprieve as it needs to regain its footing and attack again. That is its turn. That brings us to Frieda.
I don't have like a gun or anything. Otherwise, I would probably shoot this thing.
You do know someone with a gun. You got
yeah. But that's his thing. What do I have? I guess no, there's no point in doing that. I'll assist with holding the door. So if Lucian wants to shoot the thing, I can hold the door in place and he can shoot through the door or something to that extent.
Do you want to try and like attack with the door? It's a wide door, so you could do something to be proactive on your turn still, and we could still say that like you're helping Lucian on the door on the next round.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
because
what
he
would you-
pushed the creature back, right?
yeah, so there was a bit of a reprieve there. Yes.
Oh. because the only weapon that I have is a hand axe, and that's it. And like, I don't want to like leave the door and then go hand axe it. I'm not trying to die. I know you want to kill
You
me.
can put your arm over and just kind of swing it.
Yeah, but we'll
What's the worst
try
thing that happen?
that,
You won't
I
lose
guess.
anything more than an arm.
Yeah. No. I guess we'll try it.
Are you really? The hand axe?
Yeah.
Okay. Might roll. Difficulty 3.
First though, I will cast a Cypher. I have big picture. It's a level 5 Cypher, so it will last for 5 hours. Everything seems more vivid. For 1 hour per Cypher level, I know when any movement occurs within short range and when large creatures or objects move within long range. I also know the number and size of creatures or objects in motion.
I like that a lot. That makes sense here. You don't really have good vision with that door in front of you. We'll go ahead and give this. We'll say that the task is eased because you're able to be aware of its movement.
Cool. Thank God. Okay, because it was 4, right?
It was 3,
okay.
and then you have the Cypher, so that brought it down to 2. So you're good.
Perfect. And then my hand axe weapon is 4 damage if I do hit.
You absolutely do hit. What does it look like as you hit?
She's just kind of reaching out behind this thing because she has this feeling that with the corpse dust, it just needs to be dead to not regenerate, or at least that's what she's thinking. And so she's just frantically trying to just slash and slash.
Where do you hit it?
I don't know. It's head.
Its head. You feel.
Sorry,
a
I am flustered.
crunch.
Elvis is being a psychopath. I'm
How
so
dare
sorry.
he. No, I'm at my peak GM right now. I've never been a better GM than this very moment. You have to keep up. You are swinging this axe around, and you just launch it, and you feel it get stuck in something. It wasn't a thud in the door, but there is a thunk on the other side as it kind of like pulls down, and there's like weight on the other end of your axe at this point. As you look over the door, you do see that your axe is lodged in the skull of a woman. This middle-aged, no, younger, maybe 25-ish year old woman.
Oh, fuck. Does she look like any descriptions that we've had of Stephanie Johnson?
At this point, it's too hard to tell because you have a door in front of you and an arm and an axe in her head. And
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else really knows what you're seeing at this point to know to put down the door to help you.
Yeah, I mean, Frieda will, look at Lucian. Please, let me by. I need to... Oh, Scheiße. As she's trying to, scramble past to get a better look at this woman.
Don't be
Yeah.
foolish. Go back. Get away.
It's not the creature anymore. It's a woman. And she's trying to be very quiet as she says it because she doesn't want to catch the kid's attention.
I don't care what it was. It's attacking us. Get the hell
I-
out of here.
I
You
think
cannot trust anything you see in this house. How many times do I have to say this?
I think
The house tells us over and over. It hates us. Why believe anything it shows you? Go away. Run back.
okay. Okay, and then she's going to yank her axe back.
Yank the axe out. There is just a mangled skull and bloodied, matted down hair underneath. And without identifying it, you're not going to get a good look at her face. And you pull back and go on the other side. And you start heading down the tunnel.
Oh, shit. Well, we got to get the kid away from this. The kid can't see this. And she'll again start rushing Naveen and Emily with the child. We have to get him out of here.
All right, so you start crawling down the tunnel as they're already crawling down the tunnel.
Yeah.
You've got a bloody axe in your hand. The kid is screaming, but Naveen has a good hold on him, and she's the furthest one down the tunnel at this point. Lucian, you were holding this door, but you do know that there's no more thuds or scratches or scraping on the other side. Like, it's gone still.
Yeah, and Frieda would have told you she thinks she's killed it.
Am I the only one here? Is everyone out?
Yes.
I will peek to the other side of the door to see what it was.
With a peek, I'm going to say you see the same thing that Frieda sees. She saw a 20, 25-ish year old woman, like the general frame and body of a woman. She's covered in dirt. She's got a gaping wound in the top of her head, but right now her face is down in the dirt.
Is she wearing athletic wear?
Yeah. And actually, Lucian, we'll say, since you're taking another second, the thing that seems strangest the most to you about this woman is that her leg appears to be in like a brace, almost like a cast, but it's made entirely of metal. And it kind of reminds you of the Arbiter's mask, how it has like different panels and hooks and things in it. And it looks like she has like a boot that goes up her leg all the way up to her hip.
I see. He will, with the gun ready, pull the head out of the ground to get a look at the face. Let's see.
Give me an intellect test, difficulty 2.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Never mind. You
What
you
did you
automatically pass. You automatically pass.
Okay. Difficulty 2. Yeah, I do automatically pass. I do.
You
Actually.
do automatically pass?
Yeah, I'm gonna automatically pass this because like, what do I need? Perception. Got it. There you go.
Perception doesn't work
Does that
on this
apply?
one. No.
Okay. Occultism. Hang on. Philosophy. Religion.
What else you got?
Mathematics.
This is just straight memory, facial recognition from a case file that you've
Facial
not seen
recognition. Okay. Researching.
Yes, absolutely researching.
Okay. So that puts me at difficulty 1. And I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 point of intellect because I have 2 edge in intellect to get that down to 0. And as I said it like 30 seconds ago, I'm just going to go ahead and pass this. But I'll go ahead and roll it just to see if I get like a 20 or something. I didn't, but I still passed.
You recognize the face of Stephanie Johnson, Rowan Johnson's older sister.
I see. Well, shit. He will look around, and then he will drag it away and kind of try to hide it.
There are like all sorts of like piles of refuse and things like that, and you've also got a full door, so you're able to like drag it to a side of the cavern, put some trash around it, lean the door against the body, and without anyone like pulling things aside, they won't be able to spot it.
Okay. And obviously checking pockets and things for anything of use or sentimentality.
You don't find anything in the pockets that seems to be worthwhile.
Okay. What about, like, is there a necklace or a ring or something in the hair, like up on it?
No, nothing of the sort.
Okay. Okay. And then he will cover her up, and then we'll say, don't worry. You will get your brother out of here.
And then he'll start to work his way back.
We'll say at that point, Naveen, you have gotten to the exit of this tunnel where you can finally stand up. Zander is there with a rope, who's been dutifully watching the rope like he said he would, despite all the chaos and gunshots and screaming that was happening. Zander, you see Naveen holding a small child in like tattered clothing.
What is happening down there? Who is the child?
This is Stephanie's brother. Stephanie's that girl you saw up ahead, right? Remember? she will
need to
say,
go back for
looking
her.
very meaningfully at him.
Stephanie, she said she would come back for me,
No, but,
and
but
I shouldn't leave.
I think we saw her up ahead, right, Zander?
Oh yes, I remember Stephanie.
I'm not supposed to leave. And Naveen, I'm saying that you already failed your persuasion, so it's going to take a little bit more for him to trust you. But I do get what you're going for here.
Yeah. I honestly, like, meta, I don't feel like I can try again, but I'm happy to give Zander friendly help or something for him to try.
Yeah, I've even got a Cypher here. I can activate Uncanny Valley. After talking with someone for at least a couple of rounds, you have a better understanding of what they would need to hear to find your deception or persuasion more believable and credible.
Hell yes.
Okay.
And I
so you
would
start-
like to throw my friendly help for reroll if required.
Well, let's go ahead and role play it out first, though. With Uncanny Valley, you have to talk to him for a couple rounds. Emily, Frieda, you would be hot on the heels of Naveen coming out here. Lucian, by the end of these couple rounds, you'd be able to be there as well. So you'd be able to join in towards the tail end. Xander, what are you saying to this kid? As he's got tears that are streaming down, these, like, the grime and dirt is just running down his face, creating these dark lines down. You see, like, snot coming out of his nose. He is very scared.
We spoke with Stephanie. You said you'd be around to retrieve you for her.
You did? Why didn't she come back for me?
She said she had something to pick up and she'd come after, but she ran into us and said that if we saw a small child, her brother, assume as you.
She had some. She was going for the hinges.
Ah, the hinges. Yes, that sounds familiar.
She didn't come back for her. She didn't come back with them yet.
No, that's because she found them and she needed to work on getting them, so that's why she sent him.
She
All of
found
us.
them,
Yes,
but not from the
we
dolls,
have
right?
to-
She found them somewhere else,
Sorry, I missed that, Steven.
but not from the dolls, right? She found them somewhere else.
That must be it. That's why she hasn't returned yet.
It's been a long time.
How long have you been waiting?
I don't know.
Ah, then come out of there. We'll bring you to her.
You will?
Of course.
She got the hinges, and she's gonna be able to build a new doorman, right?
A new door, yes.
A doorman.
A tall man. As you said.
Okay. And you're able to lift him out. Let's go ahead and still get the persuasion check.
Sure.
He's calmed down at this point, so we'll say baseline difficulty 4, but you used your cipher, so that'll put it down to 3.
It eases
Actually,
by
let me read
3
this cipher
steps.
again, because... I'm sorry?
It eases by 3 steps.
3 steps. There we go. So that
Yeah.
brings it down to 1.
Nice.
Naveen, you were using friendly help, which means if he fails, he gets a reroll, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So this will be intellect roll. If you have persuasion, that automatically would make it a success.
I don't have any persuasion.
Okay, so let it rip. Or you could spend intellect to make it a success too, if you want. But you have a reroll.
Yeah, I'll roll for once. For a 1, he said.
Yes, difficulty 1.
Got a
There
7.
you go.
Nice.
So you help this kid out of the pit, and he's like trying to like clean himself up, but his hands are just smearing around this mud that's been caked to him from the tears and the dust and everything. Emily, Frieda, Lucian, you are all back in this hallway. Again, it's a narrow hall with wainscoting. You have to kind of move single file, but where this pit is kind of offers a little bit more flexibility where you can all see each other better. Someone can be on one side of the pit, someone can be on the other, and a couple can be underneath, so you can kind of like group around a little bit more. As this kid is just... I was so scared. I thought she wouldn't come back. I'm glad you found her. Can we go see her now?
course, just come with us.
Where are we going?
Just up ahead. We're going to find Stephanie.
No, we don't want to go that way. Stephanie, she said it was bad to go that way.
Where did she say she was going?
She didn't say where she was going. She needed to find hinges, and she didn't want to get them from the dolls because the dolls are scary.
But she didn't want to go that way, so she went the other way?
She went through the cellar.
She went through the cellar.
And he kind of like feebly raises an arm to point back down the tunnel that you have just dragged him down.
And so Emily at this point might kind of speak up and say, so we have a different way that we're using to find where we need to go. And so Emily's gonna like turn to
And where
Lucian
we saw Stephanie.
and yes, exactly. Yes. And she'll turn to Lucian as he's sort of been like, he's got the ring and we kind of follow where the ring goes.
Yeah. And Frieda is looking around for that wraith of Shirley Harlock, because it did promise a chisel if we retrieve the child.
As of right now, you do not see the shadow.
Fuck.
I don't know why Stephanie would want to go that way when that's where the glass spiders are.
The glass spiders.
Yeah,
We
they trap
didn't
people
see
and they throw them in the
but
hole.
Did you?
If you go this way, you can get to the cellar and the door that Stephanie was building. The doorman that Stephanie was building.
What was on the tunnels, Lucian, Emily? Was it a cellar, a dead end?
The only other way you guys saw out of that cave was the window that the creature pointed towards as an escape route.
There is a window. We could perhaps go.
But what is the green light saying on my Green Lantern ring?
On your ring.
What does Green Lantern tell me to do?
So right now you're not necessarily near any doors. It is not lighting up by this pit. If you want to continue walking down this hall, you don't really know where the end of it is yet. You've not gotten there yet. But you could try. Your light is only ever shown when it's by a door or an item that you need to get.
Understood. Well, the ring does not want us to go to the tunnel. But the boy says that we should go to the tunnel. Once more we are faced with a dilemma. Do we listen and trust the information the ring has been giving us? Or do we trust this other individual?
Stephanie was
your
building a
name?
way out.
Was she? Or perhaps she still is? Yes?
When she gets the hinges, she'll finish the doorman.
See, that sounds very industrious of her.
We should keep going down the hall.
What's your name again?
Rowan.
Rowan. Ah, that is a strong name.
And he's extremely awkward, just so everyone knows. This sounds extremely...
Yes. So, the glass spiders. Have you seen them before?
Yeah, they tried to eat us.
Did they? Oh, that must have been very frightening.
Stephanie said that the only safe place for me was down there. That's why I had to wait there for her.
Sure. And then she went to bypass the spiders?
No, she went through the cellar.
Ah, see.
Is the cellar the window, or?
Yeah.
Well, have you all seen that one movie with earmuffs before? Can we just say earmuffs?
Old school.
Earmuffs. Yes. Yes. I think earmuffs might be a good idea right now. There we go. Okay, so the creature said that the window was perhaps a way out, was bargaining. However, we cannot trust anyone, can we? Could it just be that this boy is not a boy, and we are just falling into yet another trap?
I know we were very distracted by the child and the creature. Should we try to put the ring next to the window and see if the ring lights up? As confirmation that is not the way to go?
But how do we know that it is not the way to go? Again, we come back to this fundamental question.
I think we trust the ring. We've been trusting the ring.
Why? Why do we trust this ring?
At this point, we're being consistent. We've followed the ring all the way through the house. So for consistency's sake, we keep following the ring.
Yes, and then when we have fallen into whatever machination or rules or plan that the owner of this ring wanted for us, then we can say, well, at least we were consistent as they rip apart our limbs and beat us to death with our shoes.
Well, at least then we won't have to feel bad about it for too long. Because we'll be dead.
Fair.
Emily, do you want to try and use your light bulb to see if this boy is maybe more than he seems?
So I can spend 1 intellect to cause the bulb to illuminate in my hand. Since I don't have a lamp available like I did the last time I had it. So I will spend that intellect. And she'll kind of come behind the kid who's standing there with earmuffs. And then like she'll pull the light out and kind of focus on it and kind of spin it in one hand a little bit, almost like she's like screwing it. And then like I'm imagining like as she keeps screwing it, then it sort of like lights up, like her hand is like powering it.
I like that description a lot. Yeah, absolutely. As you like screw it into your hand, you spend the intellect point, it lights up, and it tells you if there's anything unseen, it would make it visible. As far as this kid goes, there is nothing that seems to light up. You do notice something strange, though, with this light behind him. He does not seem to cast a shadow.
And she kind of moves the light around to kind of test that theory of like, you know, the change the light sources should be, you know, doing something. Do you all notice? I move from left to right.
Naveen's right near the kid, so presumably he also sees it.
No shadow. I don't know what it means, but it's something. Perhaps to the point that
we already know he's much younger than he should be.
Well, we do know he's the age that he was taken. And we do know that the house alters perception of things, but not casting a shadow, he may be an illusion.
What year did he go missing? Do we recall?
Yes, it was 1999.
Rowan, un-earmuff.
Yeah?
And then Lucian will proceed to like quiz him on all like the cool kid shit that came out in 1999, and
He
to
is
see if
obsessed
he
with
actually
Toy
recognizes.
Story. If you start talking to him about kid stuff, he talks about how he dressed as Woody for Halloween. It was his favorite character. A lot of people, a lot of his friends said that Buzz Lightyear was cooler, but no, it was Woody that was the coolest.
Right. Well, I mean, perhaps the voice actor for Woody is much cooler, but, astronaut, far better than... Never mind. Earmuff again. So he knew kid stuff, so... Does that... I don't know. I try to apply logic and reason to a place that does not allow it.
I don't know.
The thing you saw down there, if it was really Stephanie, then that window might not be a good idea.
I was thinking the same thing. Clearly, it did not result in good things for her.
So we keep going down the hall then?
I think we should keep going down the hall. Worst case scenario, we have to turn tail and come back. At least we can come back and we have a place to regroup.
Or so we think anyway.
Or so we think is better than many places we've found.
What else do we have in our inventory? Didn't we have a key?
Key to
Anyone
I
Does
don't
someone
in
have a
your
key?
inventory?
I just have the figurine.
Yeah, I thought someone found a key.
I thought we had the figurine and the bulb and the list of tools that the ring was going to point us to, of which the chisel was one.
Hmm. I thought we found it way before that, like in a...
If we did, I don't recall. And it doesn't seem to be in my notes. I could have just missed.
While everyone is looking for a key, Lutzen will get down on his knee and he will give a energy bar to Rowan. He will say, Aniamov, it is okay. Do you like energy bars?
I don't know if I've ever had one.
It is like a candy bar, but it tastes much worse. Yes?
I like candy.
It is not quite that, but it's the closest thing that you will get. And he will give it to him.
And Rowan starts eating it, and you kind of see him be a little suspicious of it at first, especially
And
after the
Lutzen
first
is
taste.
observing him.
But he does end up eating the whole thing.
See.
Okay, telescope room.
So speaking of looking back in my notes, when we talked to dude in the prison, he said doorman, so the note that I have is doorman, how I left.
Yeah, we do know that doorman is a way to get out, and that was the only way that
Okay.
Dr. Molloy got out. We also, in the room with the telescope, Zander, inside that trunk that was under the table, he found a small glass box that holds a glass key and a variety of books. There was one black leather book that he took, plus the key and glass box.
Sweet.
And we know
But
that
did
down
Xander
the hallway.
put it in his inventory?
It's
It
in my
sounds like he
notes.
Didn't, which means that he left the key in the room.
It did. He did verbally say he took them.
Yeah, I missed that in my notes, so apparently I didn't.
You all
Sorry,
hurt me.
in my notes, I said that while stealthily following Xander and noticing that he did not take these things, Lucian, since he's always looking at Xander, took them. Also, Dankeschön.
Screenshot those
Great
notes right
Trooper
now.
SJP.
Trooper SJP, thank you.
My notes
Trooper
are
SJP.
all up here in my brain.
Shout out Trooper SJP. All right. So Lucian has the key.
So we do know that the doorman is the way out.
Is
That's
a way out.
a way out, if we are to believe
I can't believe that worked.
him.
I would have never stopped you guys from having the key. I just wanted to give Long some shit for not writing it down.
We
I don't
did
know. Blach takes notes.
for in some small way that down there is kind of cleared. so it might.
I mean, it might be
If
worth
we
it to
need
go
to
truck.
poke around, at least we can poke around with some comfort of knowing we're not gonna get jumped.
We could
In
do the
theory.
ring
Oh,
check
I-
at the
In
door
theory.
before continuing down the hallway towards glass spiders, if that's what you mean. Then cool.
I once more raise my point of why are we trusting this ring? Anyhow, are we going back down into the
I'm
tunnel?
not sure
No.
it's so much trusting the ring as following any information we might have at this point.
I mean, Zander
not
did
always
pay
the
a
best
price for the
decision.
ring, right? Like he bled out for that, so it makes sense to an extent.
I will say again, he made a deal with a demon.
Yeah.
Why? For the love of all. Nope, I am sorry, I'm not going to get angry. There is a child here, and I had enough anger in the household as a child. No. So which way are we going? Which way to? Whichever way the red light bulb takes us or the green lantern takes us? Yes, let's go. One way or the other. Yes.
Down the hall. Right?
Fine.
Down the hall.
So Lutzen goes down the hall, mumbling to himself.
And it turns out that you were almost at the end of this hall. You have to go down 2 more left turns, and you find yourself at a door.
What color does
this
the ring
door-
turn when we approach the door? Sorry. What does the door look like?
It looks like. Sorry, let me find my notes here. You'd think I would have had this. It looks like a simple wood panel door. It looks like one of the cheap ones from like a really cheap closet.
So like it's not like ventilate. It's not like a
It's just-
slatted door.
It's one of those like
It's a single.
hollow plywood. Yeah, single.
Okay. Not a louver door.
Okay.
Just a
And
plain door.
Is
No.
the ring lighting up?
The ring lights up.
I hold the fucking ring against it. Does it glow?
It glows.
Okay, green means go. He opens the door.
You open the door, and you find yourself in a small room. One that's got scratches on the far side of like the wall looks like a damp cave or almost like a well or a cistern. And it's fairly smooth. It looks like it was carved, but it's definitely a natural rock or something. You see scratches as soon as you open the door. You see them directly on the other side of this room. It's about 15 feet wide, about 20 foot long. As you look around, though, you find that the room itself is pretty much empty. But when you look to the left, you find another door that leaves this room. The strange thing about this door is that it's made entirely of glass. You can see directly through it.
What is the ceiling made out of?
Natural rock.
Oh, there's no glass ceiling here. It's a good place.
Oh, Jesus.
What's up?
What's to do the work? What's visible to the door? Presumably not at costume.
So you all are moving into this room then?
Yeah.
Well, it's a glass door, right? Can we look
There's-
through it?
You've moved into the room. The other door on the other side of the room to leave is a glass door.
Ah,
Looking carefully as we enter. At least Lucian is. Perceiving for glass spiders. Especially. But any other danger. But mostly glass spiders.
When you look through the glass door, you do see movement on the other side. You see creatures, automatons. They almost seem unnatural. They're about the size of like a German shepherd, like a larger dog, as they are scurrying about. And you see that these are like, it looks like they are almost like bird cages that are moving. Like they're very strangely shaped. You see in between the wires of this cage is bits of glass window as if they're very small. I don't even know how to describe it. Like a small glass house. You see that there are metal legs that are spindly. There's several of them on each, and it really does look like a strange spider shape. And you see that there are a half dozen of them. Let me go ahead and show you a picture here.
You know, in Germany, they're called Deutscher Schäferhund.
Deutsche Schäferhund.
Yes.
Did that show up for you? Here, try this.
See that stupid creeper?
Oh.
There we go.
Oh. Okay.
What the hell
And
is
make
this
sure you
shit?
join the Discord because I am posting the picture there.
It's like bird cages on the back of spiders.
With mouths in the
Really
front.
narrow.
Really hate
Yes.
that. Very much hate that.
They do all appear to be on the other side of the glass door, though. As you go into this room, you do see that there are scratches on the wall as well. Naveen, you said you were the one going in the room here, so I'm going to say that you see this first. You see that it reads, "Even if it seems like you are not, in truth, you are utterly alone."
There's more writing here. Naveen says, and it sounds quite hollow when she says it because this strikes her on a personal level. Because she's a foster kid, and being alone has always been a thing that's been on her mind. Things being temporary and being alone. And so she says, kind of all over her shoulder, "There's more writing here."
Naveen, you call that over your
Yeah.
shoulder. Lucian, I'm assuming that you're in the room or at least at the door because you were one of the first
Yes.
ones there. Frieda, Emily, Zander, which one of you has Rowan?
I have Rowan since I've convinced him to follow us.
Zander, you notice that Rowan does not want to go in this room.
Is the reason you're hesitant, child?
The spiders.
Have you seen what they can do?
I don't want to. I don't want to go near the spiders.
Don't worry. All of us, we will keep them from harming you. There'll be no danger towards you.
And he's shaking his head, but if you do like gently guide him, he will follow on.
Come along now. Wouldn't Woody be able to walk through this?
Woody doesn't walk when people are around.
Right, these are toy spiders. He would be moving.
They're not friendly toys.
The friendly toys in Toy Story were dealt with by Woody, weren't they?
The ones in Toy Story were all friendly. You know, all of Sid's toys were friendly. They just were misunderstood.
Then maybe these spiders are misunderstood.
He shuts up there, but you don't seem like you've convinced him. As these spiders, like the metal, you hear the clink, clink, clink as the metal legs are moving on the rock, and it echoes throughout this room. It does appear that this glass door is the only way through this room.
Lucian, as we always do, the ring light up
I
and you
have
move
a-
toward the glass door.
One moment, please. I am leaving a message. So underneath the quote, message to Naveen, I will be carving a reply. It will say, "To live alone is the fate of all great souls." And then I'll put a comma and I'll say, "Bitch," because they're starting to piss me off. Okay. And then he will check the door as Emily asks.
You move the ring over to the glass door, and the first thing you notice is that these spiders become a bit more active. As they see your movement, they start kind of like swirling about, and they start to like move towards the door and then away in this sort of like fluid motion, almost like they're all in sync with each other. They definitely become excitable by your presence, but you're holding the ring and it does glow.
So good news and bad news. The good news is that the ring is glowing again. The bad news is that the ring is glowing again at the glass spider room.
Can you let one through, see what it's capable of?
Do you want to try to trap one? Hold it hostage. Put a gun to its head and tell the others to back off.
I'm not sure if it understands that, but yes, bring one in.
What do you think, Davin?
I don't think there's a way for us to get. I don't know. I think we need to go back and look at the cellar and see if that.
Yeah,
is
let's
a
go to the
better
cellar.
way.
Let's go to the cellar.
And Emily does earmuffs to Rowan. So the child that has no shadow, we want to believe when he's telling us to go out the cellar window.
Well, it's one or the other. There's no secret third option. It's either we go through this place that we know we're going to have to fight our way through, or we go through the cellar that we don't actually know if it even exists, but we can go look for it. Those are the only two options available to us.
No, those are not the only two options. There is a very large house and there are other rooms and doors we could just randomly go into.
That's true.
But we are...
Which honestly has as much logic as everything else we have done.
But we're 5 adults. And it was a children and 1 adult. I'm not saying these things don't have the capability to hurt us, but there are 5 of us. And we can be smarter than they were. Can go through the door and...
You are very large.
I don't have any way
Deutsche
of...
Schäferhunds.
I don't have any way of attacking them without except for pure brawling. And if my pepper spray, but I'm fairly certain that isn't going to do much.
And these spiders,
let
they
one
look like their
through.
fangs are about the size of a thumb as well. Like they got some teethers on them.
If we can deal with the one, we can possibly deal with the whole of them. There's 5 of us. We can handle one.
they could jump through the glass and they haven't. So, like, we could open the door to try to let one in and close the door, but it's a glass door. So I worry if they're properly motivated, they'll all just come through the glass.
But also, that seems against the rules of the house.
What rules?
Well, have you ever really seen things move, like creatures specifically, from room to room, or?
The creeper did.
But that
Came
was-
out of a painting,
Was there a
moved down the
painting
wall,
in the other, in the cellar?
came into an office.
None of this makes sense. I don't know.
No, it hasn't.
I don't necessarily want to fight large fucking spiders.
Perhaps
We
they're
don't
friendly,
have a way
and we
to
could
fight them.
negotiate.
Maybe they are friendly.
I doubt
so-
it.
Oh
It's
no.
this fucking house.
Do we want...
Is there anything in this room that we're in? It's just a cistern, you said, like a big empty cistern.
So it looks like a natural cave that's kind of been shaved in a flattish square. It felt like a natural cistern that'd been like carved out. The room with the spiders does actually have something of note In your room, there's nothing else. It's just completely empty. The room with the spiders, you see that there appears to be a stone well in the center of it.
So there's like, if I look around in this room, there's no like signs of like any kind of like irrigation system or something like that. Like that we
No,
could
nothing
filter,
like
you
that.
know. Okay.
Yeah, I would also be looking for something that connects to that well. Potentially might connect to that well.
There's nothing that to get to that well, you have to go through the glass
Yeah.
door and go about 10
Yeah.
feet into the room.
Yeah.
It's the only thing we can see is that well. We make a break for it. Spiders or not.
But what if?
Should
We
I
make
go
it
in
through the
and
well.
try to talk to them?
No. I think I was just saying it in frustration and in jest. What if we get inside, however, and the well does not glow? Then we would be hopping down a well and not necessarily going in the proper direction if we are following this blasted ring.
Just visually, Steven, does it look like the spiders could go down the well? Like, are they small enough that they could? Like,
Absolutely,
if we
one of them could
jumped
fit.
into
The well is
well,
about
could they?
the well is
they-
about
they
5
go-
foot in diameter, and you see that the spiders even crawl over the top of the well, and they like go around the rim of it. If one wanted to, it could absolutely fit in the well.
Okay. Okay.
I do like
Hey.
the talking to them idea, though. I think we should go with that if I have a vote.
Yes.
I
do
don't
have
know if you have a vote.
flares. I don't know how they think, but I have flares that we could throw to the other side of the room and see if we can get some of them to chase the flares.
Well,
and-
I have energy bars. Maybe we could throw some food as well.
We are running really low on energy bars.
Lucian is. Naveen still
Lutzen
has
does
her.
not run low. Lutzen has
Because he
an
doesn't
endless
eat.
supply. He has got power bars from 1997.
You're older than Rowan.
I'd say
We
we give it
could.
a toss. If they gather around, we make a break for it.
Okay.
So if somebody else wants to open the door, Emily will quickly throw a flare to like the far side of the room.
One last question
Yes.
Before we do this, is there anything else that is visible through the glass door that would perhaps be visible to someone of keen perception?
Yeah, so if you're actually like looking through the glass door a bit more specifically, you would see that there's
Yes.
like natural caverns on the other side, and it looks like there could possibly be tunnels that lead out.
Okay.
But they would definitely they go to the left or the right, so you can't really get an angle on it without going into the room.
And potentially more spiders.
So as we're playing on this, Naveen is going to be bringing up the rear. Like that's the plan. And she has asked that Zander opens his door. Emily tosses the flare on one side and the energy bar on the other side of the room. And we can make a break for wherever we're making a break for it with Naveen at the end of the whatever.
Is everyone good with that plan?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
give it a toss.
Lucina would be towards the front though, so that he could potentially get a read on the ring
The ring, yeah.
situation.
Gotta
Who is
be our
carrying the
navigator.
child?
I thought
I've
you
got
were
the
Cannot
child.
let the
I
ch-
thought
Oh.
Zander had the kid.
Yes.
Xander's opening the door.
Right.
If once we go through, I'll have the kid with me.
Okay. So the kid definitely does not like going near this glass door with you, Xander. He is following you, but he's not happy about it, and you see him getting like visibly shaking at this point. As you get close to the door as well, again, the spiders get very excitable by having a presence that close to the door because they can see you through this glass. You can tell that they see you there, and they start swarming around in anticipation almost.
It's simply a small crack, make it quick.
All right, so Emily, you light the flare while Zander gets ready to open it.
And now I've
Got the f-
given her an energy bar. as
I've got
well.
I lit the flare in one hand, energy bar in the other, and just
All right,
going
you got a lit
toss it
flare.
across. Yep.
Zander, you open the door.
Yeah.
Door doesn't open. It's locked.
Son of a bitch.
Oh fuck!
So anyway, guys,
Wait.
what else do you want to do?
I mean, we do have the glass
It just
key.
took too long. Ah!
Okay, I've lit the flare already. So, Sanders, you have that key in your bag?
You
Yes,
never
I have-
checked if it was unlocked. That's not on me.
I remember I picked up a key in the observatory. Maybe this will unlock it.
A glass key that might open a glass door. That's smart.
You know, a
Don't
kind and
patronize
friendly
us.
GM.
The least you can do is not patronize
A
us.
kind and friendly and conducive GM might say to a group who has constantly had, skipped sessions and weeks and stuff. Just a little reminder. I'll remember this next time in any game any of you forget anything.
Just
Yeah.
Steven.
Will not forget
Just
this.
Steven. It's only if Steven forgets something, not the rest of us. We were on this side of the table for that. Zander, hurry up with the key. The flare is about to go out.
I want a speed test from both Zander and Emily here to be able to open this door, throw, close the door again. That is the plan, right, Zander? To close the door again?
Yes, make sure spiders don't get through.
All right.
Yeah. I think the idea is to see which one they go to if they do go to one instead of the other, and like. have a
And this is
way
going to be
forward.
rating 5.
Okay.
What happens if you get down to a 0 in a attribute?
So I believe in Magnus, it just means you can no longer spend points.
Okay. So, assuming that's the
In
rule.
Cypher, it's a bad thing to get to 0. In Magnus,
Okay.
we have the injury track, so it's a little different.
Okay. Assuming that's the rule, I'm going to spend my last 2 speed. I have. Yeah, I don't have anything.
And you guys are aware that if you fail these speed tests, that a spider can get through the door as well, right?
If that's what happens, it happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only have 2 points of speed to spend, so I am exhausting my.
Do you have any skills to make it easier on you?
I really don't. Like I'm only practiced in light weapons, and I don't even think light weapons would have anything to do with this. Sewing
Can I,
does nothing for this.
Make a case for friendly help for Emily.
You had the plan. You've been there
Yeah.
the whole time. I'm fine with friendly help, yeah.
All right, sweet. So you get a reroll at the very least, Mel.
Okay.
You'll have to find a narrative way to justify it if she fails, though.
Yeah.
I'll spend some speed points here. I've got edge of 1. I'll spend some to reduce the easy by 2.
Emily just barely passes.
Hell
did.
yes.
Xander. Sorry, I talked
Hell
over you.
yes.
Spending speed.
I'm going to ease it by 2 to get 3 difficulty here.
It should be difficulty 4 for you.
I can't spend multiple to ease it twice.
Not until you get to a higher tier.
I see. That's my bad then. I'll just spend that 2 then, normally. And my roll
but you
bits-
rolled a 13
13.
anyways. Go ahead and describe how this works, guys. How you're opening the door, throw and closing the door again. How does the system fall into place?
Stand back. I'm going to open the door. Emily, prepare. Throw the flare, the bar. Turn the knob. 1 second, it's locked. I remember I have this key.
Hurry up! I already lit the flare. Hurry up!
I'll go out to unlock it. Alright, it should open now. I'll give the door a turn.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
door opens, Emily.
Whew, whew. And so she cross like the thing in her right hand goes to the left side, the thing in her left hand goes to the right side, and she steps back.
And then Zander, you close it just as these spiders, they're lightning fast. As soon as you open the door, the closest ones start rushing through. You slam the door shut, you hear a click, and then there's a massive thunk against the door, and it hits so hard that you hear the glass shatters. It doesn't actually break, but it just does that cracking where it's just this massive web, fitting for spiders here, as like this bottom half of the door is just completely cracked through. Emily, you are able to get your hands back just in time. You do see that there are spiders that go for both the flare and the energy bar, but it seems that they were attracted more to the movement, if anything. Once they land and they skidded, the spiders begin to scurry about again, and there is one that's directly in front of this door, just scratching.
They seem to like our movements. So rallying them up.
Do we go quickly, but quietly to the well?
Did you see how fast they were? There is no way we can move faster than that.
Well, can swat at the one with my baton, but
If I stand near the glass wall for a moment, do the spiders give up if I'm not moving?
You stand there for a moment, and there was the one that smashed into the door and it began scratching at it, and you're not moving. It does seem to like slow down a bit, seem like it's ineffective. Whether it's because it can't get through the glass or because you're not moving, it's hard to tell. The fact that you're still there, though, the swarm of spiders are still like they're still very excitable. But as you stand there a little bit longer, you're like pressed against the glass. You do hear something over the chattering, the clitter of spider legs clinking off. Hello? Is someone out there? Can you help me?
Where are
Please.
you?
I'm in the well. Please, you've got to come down here.
Is it a man's voice? Woman's voice?
It sounds like a man, but very scared.
How deep is the well?
About 30 feet. Please, you've got to come down here. Help.
Who is it? What is your name?
Rolled.
Do any of you know of Rold?
Do we know of Rold?
Not that I can think of.
I mean, that's up to you guys if there's someone you know named Rold. Very common name.
I don't.
How did you end up in there?
I've not named anyone Rold, Melissa. You
Oh,
don't have
okay.
to check your notes for me.
Oh,
I was giving you trouble.
Okay. Do you know anything about why haven't the spiders gone down the well? And
I don't know. I'm trapped. I can't get out. I need your help.
Were you trying to escape from the spiders?
Yes. That's what I was trying to do. Naveen, give me an intellect test here, and I would say discerning motive could help as well.
Okay.
It's going to be difficulty 4. Discerning motive would take it down to 3.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I think this would be a defense, because you're listening. This wasn't anything you asked for. So, intellect defense, and I think you've got a bonus for that as well.
I'm trained in that, yeah.
All right, so that takes it down to 2.
Sweet. 12 beats difficulty 4.
You catch a sort of like forced vibrato in this voice, a sort of like false fear behind it. And you get the feeling that something wants you in that well, but not because it needs help.
Steven, I
Yeah,
have
that's me.
my Cypher still active.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm very perceptive. Are any of these spiders perhaps mimicking a person?
Good question.
Is that something I could discern?
You know when movement occurs within short range and when large creatures or objects move within long range. I think these count as large creatures. They're pretty big. You also know the number and size of creatures or objects in motion. You know that there are about 14 of these spiders. You don't get the idea that there is movement inside the well.
Okay. Do I see, like, can I do like a perception check maybe about like vocalization to see if something is trying to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Before you do that, Naveen is going to share with the party that doesn't quite trust that voice. Soon, I think it's another one of these house making us hear things that.
Yeah, and that's
just something about his voice just isn't sitting right with me.
and that's what
feels
prompts
like a trap.
Stephanie to go up to the door, and then she tells you she's
Who?
quiet for a minute. Or excuse me, you're getting me all fucked up. Frieda goes up to the door. Shut up, Steven. You're picking on me today. And she's just like, 14 spiders. There's definitely 14 very large dog-sized spiders. And then
while we're looking at what Frieda is pointing out, I do also do support that have understanding, which is an intellect point spend, which let me open it up. You observe or study creature object. Your next interaction with them gains an asset.
All right, so you're spending an intellect point to observe the spiders.
Yeah.
Okay. And while Naveen's taking a moment to do that, Frieda, you said you wanted to do a perception to see if they could possibly be the ones mimicking. Go ahead and give me that. It's going to be difficult here. I think this counts as difficulty 5. You do have specialized perception, which means it's lowered by 2. So it's going to be intellect difficulty 3 for you.
Okay, cool. And then I would like to also spend. Could I spend an? Would you say
You can
my
spend intellect
ability
points to do effort. Yeah.
Well, no, I was trying to apply
Oh.
an ability. Perhaps this is very loosely, but decipher. Because if I spend a minute examining a piece of writing or code in a language I don't understand, no, that doesn't work. And then I don't think careful observation would work either. That's perception. Well, this is perception that I'm trying to do.
Careful observation is about
That's an inanimate object, correct. Okay, so I'm just gonna rip it. Intellect goal 3.
Do you want to spend points to lower it even more? It would be 3 intellect for you to lower it to difficulty 2.
No, I have XP. Damn it. Okay, I'm spending XP. 6. I've been rolling terribly. Okay.
Oh God!
Is my
From a 3 to a 2?
foundry broken?
No, it just is.
I'm having a great day, guys.
I wasn't really rolling good either. So I thought I was sucking it up for everybody, but I guess not.
You have never been more convinced that this voice is coming from the well. There is absolutely someone in there.
Okay. Even though my ability
you
is
spent a
telling me
long time
there's nothing
studying.
in the well?
There's no movement in the well.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I do think the voice is coming from the well. I thought it might have been
No,
a spider,
the
but
voice is coming from the well, but it can't be trusted, is what I'm saying. But yeah, it is coming from the well.
there's
But it's
14.
trying to get us down there through deception.
But what do we do? These are dangerous.
I don't know. Either we create some movement and try and out stealth these spiders, or we go back and try the cellar, or go to the house again. I'm not sure.
I mean, we're trapped here forever. Just think about it. All this house done is slowed us down every fucking step of the way. Everything's a question. All we do is argue with each other, and it's just, I don't know where we need to go. It's telling us to go this way with 14 dog-sized fucking spiders, and then when we're thinking of leaving, now there's suddenly a voice of a man in the well, and then the kid is talking about, the fucking sewer. It's a goddamn window in the middle of a cave.
I can get you out of the house. There's an exit down here.
I don't even know who the fuck you are.
I'm rolled.
Yeah, I got your name, Rald. How do I know you're not part of the house?
I'm not. I'm trying to get out.
No, don't let him talk to you. Why are you letting him convince you? Just ignore him.
Who says we want to leave?
I want to leave.
How could you possibly know the way to get out? If you knew the way to get out and you wanted to get out, you would get out. Why would you be sitting in a well
I
knowing how to
can't
get
reach
out?
it alone.
Reach what?
The exit.
What does the exit look
Don't
like?
talk to him. He's a liar. Don't talk to him. Don't listen to him. And Naveen is very serious about this. Like, she is not being friendly at all.
So are we climbing back through the tunnel and trying the cellar then, even though the ring lit green to this door?
The cellar is a good choice. It's safe. It's safe, I promise.
Is the man in the well saying it?
That was
Or
Rowan.
was that the kid?
So the man that's
With
in
your
the
buffs
well
on, he's still saying it.
says that the cellar is...
No, the kid was
No,
saying
the
the
kid
cellar
said
is
that the
safe.
cellar
Oh.
is safe.
But...
Hey, do
one-
you know about the cellar? Naveen yells to
No.
the man.
It seems dangerous over there.
And she kind of
Everything's
looks
dangerous.
at the rest of them. She's like, that feels like an endorsement more than anything else has.
Well, the shit on the other side of the glass door seems dangerous too.
That's what I'm saying.
Lucian, you've been quiet for a bit. What are you doing?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know. Like, I think
We
he's
need
just
to-
kind of in the corner, frustrated, and is ready to shoot the glass door, ready to leave. Yeah. I think he's kind of at his wit's end.
Just,
Like,
you don't...
We can go back. We can go forward. We can go back. We can go forward. We can go this way. And then this person wants us to help them. And then that person wants to. Oh, I found this way out. There are so many ways out of this house, yet we can never find a way out of this house. And every chance we have to get out of the house, and suddenly we can't get out of the house. This way, oh, there's spiders. That way, oh, there's this creeper thing. And we kill this creeper thing. And then, oh, it's this kid's sister all of a sudden. Oh, and this kid doesn't have a shadow. What does that mean? Who the fuck knows what it means?
Because he's just babbling wildly.
I know.
Oh, earmuffs? Oh, we could say earmuffs. We don't even know if he's a child. He could be a monster for all we know. No, take him down. My sister killed your sister. How does that make you feel?
What?
We don't. We're
Yes.
frustrated.
My sister, right there, killed your sister because your sister was that creeper thing, that little birdie thing. How does that make you feel?
That's not true. You said Stephanie's
No,
alive.
it is.
We don't know. We don't
No,
know
I
what's
did
true.
not. No.
We don't know.
Everybody else crafted that wonderful fiction.
We don't
no.
know what's true. That's what we're trying
Rowan
to figure
looks
out.
up to Zander. It's Stephanie's. You said you saw her, right? That she was coming back for me?
They saw your sister down there. She might be dead.
You said she was alive.
He didn't even go down there. He hung back by himself. He's been getting spoken to by some sort of entity that has been telling him to carry a little birthday cake knife around. Yes. This is the person that we've been sharing this adventure with. Yes. We've been turning our backs on him, knowing full well sometimes that he's crazy. He could kill us at any moment.
Been through a lot, and we don't know which way is the better way. We've been following.
And there is no way to find out. It is just a flip of the coin. Who has a coin?
And he pulls out a coin.
Heads, and I open the glass door and I run as fast as I can to the tunnels and see if I make it. Tails, I go back and I climb down into the cellar and I hop out of that little window down there. How about that? Because that is as good a decision-making process as anything we have done so far.
Yeah, okay.
Cannot disagree with that. There's
Thank
no,
you. Wunderbar.
no good direction. I have a purse. I'm sure in my purse I have a coin, and so she.
Flip the coin.
I've said
Are you
this
feeling lucky
cellar a
today?
few times and nobody seems to want to go there, so I'm happy to flip a coin and we'll just see where things go.
All right, flip a coin, Emily. 1d2. Heads is 1, tails is 2. /r space 1d2.
And what did we say again? One is a.
Heads is spiders, tails is cellar.
So spider is a
We are
1.
not getting that fuck
Tails is a 2.
inside of the well. I don't give a shit
No,
what
we're
comes up.
we're not. Thank you.
That fucker, if that is someone who is innocent, well, they're stupid enough to fall down a fucking well in a room surrounded by spiders. They deserve to be eaten by them.
If this kid is a real kid, Lucian, then you
He's
don't want to
probably
be
not.
the guy that lost his shit on the kid. What if
Why
they're real?
not?
I don't know. It just
And what if they're
that's
not?
who you are.
But we also didn't
Real.
believe on the phone.
You don't
real.
know who I am. We worked for like 3 months
No,
together
but
at a record
still.
store or whatever it was.
We didn't believe the phone when it was our friend from the garage. We didn't
Yeah.
believe that was him when we got the phone call, and we said, "Don't trust what you hear in the house.
Yeah.
Trust the ring." I rolled a 1, and now I don't remember what a 1 was of the two
was
We're
it
going
one
for the
head?
spiders. One was spiders.
One was spiders.
Man.
Okay, so we're
Yeah.
going into the.
As fast as we can. And whoever makes it, good luck.
All right, so
Yeah.
Lucian, you open the door and you start running.
Absolutely.
Run, run, run.
Listen, and Naveen will also run.
All right. Do you prepare, or do you just in frustration do you bolt?
I mean, he will check on his sister to make sure his sister is coming and see that she is playing around with an invisible dog in the corner, babbling to herself.
All
I
right.
could-
Yeah, let me look at what equipment that I have.
Yeah, I'm seeing what I got too.
Don't worry about it. I just wanted to know. The thing. You are opening the door. You got Frieda in tow, and you just gun it We're going to fade to black there. We will pick it up next session with our TPK and the end of Magnus Archives. One way or another, next session will probably be the end.
Either way, something going to happen.